What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch the third episode of Mr. Robot. Two fantastic episodes. My hype has gotten even higher as we've gone on, so very excited for that. Last episode ended with a actual cliffhanger, technically. Christian Slater has been fantastic as Mr. Robot. Rami Malek has been excellent as Elliot. The acting, the dialogue, the music, the editing has been so goddamn good. These camera shots are so weird and awkward, and I feel like are in a perfect look into Elliot's sort of social awkwardness and how he sort of keeps himself away from others. And I'm loving every aspect about this. The message obviously is so insanely not only real, but like morally there is a lot of back and forth, if that makes any sense, and I really like that. But I'm ready to hop into the episode. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reaction up on Patreon, as well as I'm probably a couple episodes ahead if you wanted to check that out. I'd appreciate it. And if you guys like the content I make on the channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. Let's get into it.
My approach within our business units is to
I don't know if this guy's like the main fucking villain of the show, or
understand the technology potential, because despite the recent success of our cybersecurity team, our company currently still has 72.
Dude, he doesn't look human. Like there's something off about him. Just like Elliot.
Warm it up. Don't be a cold robot. Again, now is not the time
Cold
to be
robot.
encumbered by the company's tragic and shameful loss of our chief technology officer. We have to be swift.
Oh, that is a great shot right there. Oh my god.
Suggest it be me.
This guy is not human.
For the sake of our company, that we make our decision today. My promotion, my internal promotion, shows not
Something's wrong with this motherfucker.
but strength in our boldness to the public.
He's like missing core emotions.
Sir, thank you again for seeing me.
Like the board member.
I'm gonna have to reschedule.
Oh,
this.
damn, you're getting big
I'm
dog.
all set.
They're repeating the same shots as Elliot.
We'll get another meeting on the books right away. We've got a really good CTO candidate. Board is very excited about.
Damn.
Ready to discuss it yet? We'll loop you in. Just give us a couple of weeks.
You don't have to take it.
If you could, just email it to me directly. This is too important for me to miss.
No, we gonna hack some shit or do some weird funky put the sploodle in the spottle. Again, I'm gonna keep making up some fucking hacking vocabulary shit.
Think I could have 300 this time?
Shady business deals?
Like a true capitalist.
What the fuck is this? Is he staging? What's he staging?
Hey, at the office?
Oh my god! Oh my god, he's a psychopath! Oh my god, he's a psychopath! Oh my god! This is how he gets his sick fucking thrills. This is how he lets off steam. Beats up on homeless, giving them money for it. Drop a couple fucking hundreds on him too after that. Feel nice and powerful, huh? Kicking down on the little guy. That is a great... That is one of the best, like... Again, we've known him for a couple episodes, but I would say that like that is one of the best villain introductions I've ever seen.
Debugging is actually all about finding the bug, about understanding why the bug was there to begin with, about knowing that its existence was no accident. It came to you to deliver a message, like an unconscious bubble floating,
Dude, people who are good at technology and shit like this, I fucking love them.
secretly known all along. I don't know why I'm saying all of this. Maybe it's,
Damn, he got sent to the hospital with that shit? I mean, it looked far, but it didn't look that far.
or maybe I'm just freaking out because I never thought I'd wake up to find these two women staring back at me.
Damn. What a group. people are gonna fucking think it's like a
I don't know.
dude. Again, if Mr. Robot is a figment of his imagination, it could be seen as him just like trying to commit suicide.
Alright, you told him to call your psychiatrist. You can't leave until you talk to one. Okay, so I'm gonna wait outside.
Do you remember requesting me from the staff? You requested me because the police said that
Got jumped by a bunch of kids. It's not the end of the world.
they wanted to do a full drug panel and you refused. May I ask why?
You know why?
Why?
I don't
Makes me not feel.
have a good enough reason to give you. I wish I did, but I don't.
Dude, these shots. I'm sorry. I'll shut the fuck up.
I'm not a junkie.
Then you'll need to prove it to me. Submit to a bi-monthly drug test voluntarily. That's the only way that I'll recommend your release.
Damn.
Hospitals. A heavily networked one like this are almost too easy to hack. This is William Highsmith.
Dude, this guy's a fucking. I keep every single episode. I'm gonna underestimate his abilities.
Like I said, the most difficult thing about debugging isn't fixing the bug. It's all about finding the bug. For Evil Corp,
Damn, they put that shit on the front.
I was the mistake that led to all of this.
To ask you one thing.
Oh my god, dude, they're starting a revolution. That's the sort of main point of putting that shit out there.
Elliot, you said you weren't gonna do anything.
I didn't do
It's
it.
not murder charges, do you know that? This whole crew bounced. I don't know what I'm gonna do for money now. Just tell me, Elliot, and don't lie. Did you do something?
I don't owe you shit, my man.
Hey,
Did someone? Is the dog okay? Did it shit everywhere again?
you okay? With everything that's
I'm
happened?
fine. What happened to your door?
You're not supposed to be here.
What the fuck, dude?
Interesting toy. But you may want to spend a little more scratch if you actually want it to, work. Check it. Jessica Alba.
Real. She's real.
Well, I'm not the princess of social graces, but typically it goes something like, "Hi, this is Darlene."
Stop. You need to leave.
I'm here. I'm here, my man.
What was she talking about?
I gotta get to work.
Work? Are you serious? You can't go to work. You have to call in sick.
I have to go. A bug is never just a mistake.
Goddamn, we gotta recruit Jessica Alba now.
That makes you who you
It's a
are.
scam. Oh wait, no, he's stealing.
You dropped your wallet.
Is that the guy?
Thanks.
Stop! He stole my purse! That was your wallet? Yes, that was my wallet you just gave him. Stop!
System, and he wants me to put the CD on one of the computers at work.
Why does he want to do that?
I don't know, Stella. He didn't give me a full explanation.
So he's got naked pics of me?
Is that the only thing you're seriously taking away? Hey, babe.
Oh, this is
How was your run?
Strange.
a targeted against him. So this is targeted against Allsafe.
I told you I can't talk.
You have 100 hours precisely. After that,
Everything we own will be released.
Why are you sitting in front of your computer if they sent you the fucking details that they have pictures of this shit?
We should also monitor social media traffic as well as IRC pacement.
Go talk to
And set up
Elliot.
Scripts to keep going 24/7.
Even though Elliot gonna want to shut you the fuck down. Come on, is Lloyd gonna be a main character or what's going on?
This is the world we live in. People relying on each other's mistakes to manipulate one another, use one another, even relate to one another. A warm, messy circle of humanity.
Elliot! I'm inviting you guys to dinner.
No.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Not really.
You're missing work, you come in looking like that, and you expect me not to ask questions? Look, I don't know how much you want me asking about your personal life.
Not at all, actually.
Dude, he's so rough.
Rude. I'm just being honest.
Again, I'm gonna keep, because it's the only show that I've really seen that, like,
Bug, but he didn't find mine.
connects, like, with the main character to this, but something like Dexter, he's like Dexter if Dexter was worse at pretending to play a part.
Elliot, I cannot believe you work here. This place is a shithole. Look, I thought I'd swing by, take you to lunch. Oh, that's nice.
This has gotta be in his head.
Thanks, she likes you, bud. All right, fine, I'll take it. But let the record show I was trying to be a good wingman. Oh, calm down, shit. Not that into redheads anyway.
Okay, no, someone's in the back looking. No, but it could be just him.
Darlene said we need to talk.
Leave now.
You're right, probably shouldn't talk here. Let's go to that bar next door.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
I'm not going anywhere until you do. So I can hang out here and create a scene, or you can give me 5 minutes at the bar next door. Either way, I'm gonna have fun. Dealer's choice.
Is this guy real or not?
What can I get for you?
Nothing.
I should probably order something. I'd recommend this.
Fine. I'll have appletini.
Take it as a compliment, guy. These things are goddamn delicious. I get it, compliment.
Fucking respond to him. Someone respond to him so that I know with 100% certainty that this motherfucker is real.
I'm sorry for what I did.
I don't buy it. More importantly, I don't give a shit.
I never wanted to hurt you. People who get violent get that way because they can't communicate.
Dude, he's like an abusive father. That's...
Your dad? I bet he felt shitty for doing what he did.
I don't.
What about your plan? Plan? You're the key to the whole thing. Without you, there is no plan.
That's it.
Again, I'm gonna keep saying but Darlene's real.
Seen another life.
I was gonna say my one like big sort of contingency if F Society was fake is the fact that Elliot is needed for everything. He would be the sort of starter of everything.
Is that dinner still on for tonight?
Yeah, sure. You want to come?
Well, I haven't asked her yet, but I will. Hopefully she'll say yes.
Damn.
Yeah, sure. Perfect.
Was this a... No, he has a husband, so no, we're good.
Are you still trying to rip that CD?
Yeah, it's all scratched up.
Don't fucking do it. Can... Elliot needs to do his fucking weekly check-in on his shit to find this. Dude, these shots are some of the most interesting shots I've ever seen in TV.
My boss invited me to a dinner party at his place tonight. Thought you could come as my girlfriend.
What? Are you actually asking me to be your girlfriend right now?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I need you. I'm not good in social situations like that.
There is something seriously wrong.
Normal people ask a girlfriend because they like someone. No, I need help socially.
This morning, okay? She seems like she might want to go to some stupid, stuffy dinner party.
Jealous?
You don't actually know me. All you know is that I'm the
Of course I know Shayla.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here he goes.
As soon as she moved in next door. With a simple phishing scam, I owned her password.
Oh, this guy is a fucking... He's a problem.
What is this?
I just put all the elements.
It's beautiful.
Grass.
From different things, like from my photographs or drawings, and like there's this
What are they? Are they just things you hang up on the wall?
fucking corny, but it's like has everything, the kids and the...
Wow.
Always elusive to me. Maybe this was it. Wanting normalcy, but stuck in the outer fringes. Not knowing how to participate.
Lean in for the kiss. You're not normal. I hate to break this to you, you're not normal. And I really hate to say it, but I don't think that you ever will be.
Don't let me down, okay?
When a bug finally makes itself known, it can be exhilarating. Like you just unlocked something.
This guy, is he just making connections here?
Hey. What was your name again?
Anwar. I didn't know you came to places like this.
I don't.
He was a target.
You're here now.
Here because you are.
Sorry, I don't get it.
I think you're beautiful. I want to take you home.
Damn.
I thought you were married.
Damn!
Because after all of
Oh my god, he's fucking his way to the top?
is to be a mistake that needs fixing. To help you right or wrong. And what feels better than that?
Where were we in a fucking dungeon?
Okay, enough grilling of the guests. Let's check on the real grill, shall we? Elliot, I could use your help. So I have a confession.
What's the purpose of this?
At the data center in Dulles, check that server again.
Oh no.
Gideon, what did you do?
Oh no.
Nothing. I have no idea what there was to even be suspicious about. I mean, what possible motivation would you have to do anything? I guess I was just...
Gideon has to let this go. If he comes near this hornet's nest, I'm not sure I can save him from it. I have to kill any suspicion.
I have to kill him.
Hard worker for all safe. So, I apologize.
No problem, boss.
I was worried that the DAT file I found wasn't the right one. I just didn't want to get your hopes up in case I was wrong.
Come on, you gotta get good at lying. If you want to do some actual damage in this world, you gotta learn to lie. Get comfortable socially. Manipulate people, if you will.
Shit. I'm gonna have to let him hug me, aren't I?
My man.
You're such a brilliant engineer.
This is a beautiful scene and background in a dystopian way.
From the mixed up files of Basil E. Frank Weiler. That's where I got the idea, remember? I want it to be Claudia.
He seems a lot more comfortable around her than anyone else, so...
Even her name was called.
I would assume at one point I'm gonna have to root for them to get together, I don't know.
Somehow when you're 8, running away can be fun.
The normal life. Smiles. Dinner parties.
You're not comfortable here.
I could get used to this.
No, you can't.
Maybe even like it.
You're running away from what you really want.
Corp's hacking scandal continues with the release of these latest emails. Information stemming from the latest dump reveals that Terry Colby was one of 3 high-level executives involved in the cover-up of the widely publicized Washington Township.
Jesus, they're connecting him to everything.
Reports are true. Colby may be facing more indictments in the ensuing 24 months after the alleged toxic.
Oh no! Holy shit!
Employees died from similar types of leukemia. Evil Corp, however, managed to get the class action lawsuit filed against it by the surviving...
You see, this is what I mean. I don't know if I'm so tinfoily, but he could already know this subconsciously, and that's why he would take down Colby if society didn't exist.
And kept it a secret as...
But if it does, and Mr. Robot does exist, then obviously he's just doing this as a way to make him okay with what he's done.
There's nothing to hide behind. I didn't think it existed, but there it was.
Does Angela know about the events around his dad?
Mr. Robot finally found my bug.
Linking the waste levels in Washington Township to the victim's illnesses. Legal analysts support the claim that there is not enough evidence to relate the case, but sources say...
That's how my mom and Elliot's dad...
Oh, I know about his mom.
Why are you crying? Don't ask so many questions. I miss him. There's no point to that. But I do. And you're just as weak as him.
Oh, cute.
The weather is nice, and I'm enjoying my cigarette.
Evolve into something new because of it. Work around it or work through it.
What a shot! Like, I know some people, it's just a fucking buzz.
It becomes
It's just a
something
buzz.
new.
But it's creative, and that, oh my god, dude.
The inevitable upgrade.
Was this for gain, for personal gain, or was this just for fun?
Well, that's about as clean as I'm gonna get it. You have to do the rest in the shower.
He's so blunt. Hey, here we go. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Is it a camera somewhere, or what's going on?
You should join me.
Slick with it.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
I already dirtied my clothes.
I'm sorry that I ran off like that.
Don't apologize to this motherfucker.
Nope, wasn't home.
Well, I'm here.
I want to talk to you about everything, just not tonight, okay?
So you talk to him, but not.
Shut the fuck up. I've known him for like 15 years.
I really don't want to talk about this right now.
Well, what if I do?
It's not your fucking...
If you do what?
I want to talk. About...
Why would you even...
something.
Okay. I say, well, why would you even want to talk about some personal shit when you're cheating on me?
What the hell are you talking about?
I have to tell you something. I don't know why you're putting yourself through this. You don't have to keep looking at it. Alright? It meant nothing.
Why would... Oh my god. You know, I respect him for...
A broken record, but I love you and I want to be with you.
Stop speaking.
Stop speaking. It's over. Let me handle this. Break up with him.
We need to break up.
Fucking thank you.
Angela.
No, no hesitation, break up.
What choice did you give me, Ollie?
Look, I know I have a problem. I'm not denying
Maybe
that.
my problem is I can't be with a guy with your problem.
This isn't a little hiccup. This is the fucking major bump in the road.
How did they...
Our accounts are linked because of my student loans. I use your laptop to access it. He has my dad's social security, his credit card number.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You fucking idiot. I didn't even think about all this.
But I'm sure the cops will figure out a
If
way.
we don't do what this guy says and we go to the cops, then he's just gonna sell our information to the highest bidder and me and my dad are completely screwed. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to come back from massive identity theft?
Oh my god.
What are you saying?
We have to give in? Holy shit.
Angela,
I'm not informed on this shit.
just infect Allsafe's network because of this. I'll lose my job.
And there it is.
You'll lose your job too, if that matters. Besides, even if we put the CD in...
What's to say they won't do it anyway?
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just scared. I don't want to break up with
What do you mean? Okay, is she just acting for now? No, Angela. Oh my fucking god, you better be messing with him. Oh no. Shit, fuck. Balls. At best, Elliot made a fucking stupid mistake. At worst, he's a part of it. And I feel like Gideon is onto that.
Varför gick?
För att jag är trött.
Jeg er ligeglad. De er røde.
Hey. Game's game.
Hvordan gik jobbet?
Framåt.
Hvad så, det misslyckades?
Något som går framåt är väl inte att misslyckas?
Jo, visst, men det er jo heller ikke ligefrem succes, vel?
Hennes man, Scott Knowles. Styrelsen har redan bestämt sig. De träffas nästa vecka.
He's gonna sabotage the other candidates.
Middag op med dem. Så hurtigt som muligt.
Tycker du inte att det är lite väl genomskinligt?
Jo. Men altså, Marianne vil det, så virker det
Oh,
ikke
dude,
som
she's a fucking, she's just as big of a part of this as he is.
Är du helt säker på att det här är okej i din nuvarande situation? Och...
Det har vi allerede diskuteret.
It's just sex, right? I'm scared. What the fuck is this? Do you guys ever do work here? Like, you guys are just hanging out and shit. Is this... Dude, is this real? It's gotta be real. Oh my god, dude. The savior has arrived. Okay, guys, that was the third episode of Mr. Robot. Another fantastic episode. This, best show that. I don't know. This is the best show that I'm catching up on right now. I think Severance is still... I don't know. Because I'm also into The Sopranos, too, and I love The Sopranos. I really love The Sopranos, but something about this show I feel like it's just calling me. Again, I spoke about it in my discussion at the beginning of episode 1. I feel like this show was for me, my type of genre, so I like it a little more than others, but... And then obviously, like, again, I'll do my classic run through. The acting, the dialogue, the editing, the camera work, specifically the camera work, is very interesting. I don't know if I said this on this channel yet, but I have a film degree, and one of the reasons I got a film degree was because of the show Better Call Saul. The cinematography in that show really sort of elevated what I knew about television. 'Cause again, I don't know if I've said this too in this reaction series. I have not watched a lot of movies in my life. I honestly, as someone who has a film degree, I've watched an embarrassingly low amount of anything. So Better Call Saul was really my first sort of step into like 10 out of 10 cinematography. But I like how different shows have their sort of different quirks, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Watching something like Succession with the handheld shaky camera the entire time, it adds to the hecticness and the chaoticness and the backstabbiness of the show. These shots are awkward. They don't fit. There's something wrong with them, if that makes sense. Like, something's always off. It's always like, you know what I mean? Like, it's never center. Like the main action is not where it should be in the shot. And I love that. I feel like it sort of is at least the way I'm reading it, a representation of Elliot's, not only his mental state, but also just his like social awkwardness, if that makes sense. He feels sort of closed off. In a normal show that's having a conversation, it sort of would show the two characters on screen at the same time having a conversation. But with this show, it's like they separate them, especially when Elliot's on screen talking to someone. He's always separate. It's this shot, and then it goes to this shot, and then this shot. And it's not like it's straightforward. Again, I'm not like... I have a film degree. I'm not like a fucking filmmaker, you know what I mean? So I'm not like too advanced with all this shit. But just the way I'm seeing it, it's a very nice and interesting change up from what I'm normally used to, especially with modern day camera work. Again, this is another thing too. I don't want to be a broken record here or anything like that, especially if I'm wrong with the theory. But something feels artificial about this shit. Like, nobody's... The only person who sort of is 100% real is Darlene. And if Darlene is real, I don't think there's any world in which Darlene is real and everyone else in the room is fake, or Mr. Robot is fake. You know what I mean? So, actually, now that I say that, maybe I could see a world in which Mr. Robot is fake, everyone else is real, but sort of Elliot is Mr. Robot in his own mind, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't think so. But just something's off. Something's weird about it. Like, he feels ethereal at points. He feels like a god amongst men. You know what I mean? Coming down and shining words of wisdom and then leaving for like fucking 30 minutes of the episode and then randomly appearing at his work. How did they let him in the building? You know what I mean? He didn't just waltz up in there, did he? With that fucking... And he's a memorable guy, and people saw him walk out with Elliot, so I think people would fucking realize that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not stupid here, right? I'm not just, like, imagining shit that... He doesn't feel real. He doesn't fucking feel real. This fucking shit, I didn't even... Again, I keep talking about, like... It's the sort of scary part about how advanced our society is nowadays. I feel like a normal show or normal piece of entertainment like 100 years ago that sort of is like scares you or warns you. It's about different things than it is now. Like, the idea of someone taking your identity and sort of blackmailing you and shit like that is incredibly modern. You know what I mean? Like, and it's incredibly scary. Like, your shit, all your hard-earned years and information just gone like that. That is so fucking ugh. And this show sort of tackles that, and then obviously it's tackling, you know, stuff like capitalism, which again, I feel like I don't want to say it's a cliche or it's repetitive nowadays, but it's such a big problem or point of interest in our society currently, that a lot more pieces of excellent 10 out of 10 media are tackling it. Again, a show that I'm watching now that I will sort of connect to, the Severance right now, is doing a phenomenal job at that. Please, if you have not watched Severance, jump on the bandwagon right now while it's airing season 2, so you don't have to wait 3 years in between seasons. I beg of you. But this has been incredible. This has really been incredible. I have to now. I know I've said this too, but I got to pay attention to what these actors do now, especially specifically Malik and Slater so far. They have, there's something about them that keeps you gripped on every word and every sentence. Specifically, Malik is doing an excellent job at playing someone who's not all there. Like, that's hard to do. Like, you know, I've seen people, you know, try to play roles like that where they're kind of cringy and they don't really, you know what I mean? Something's like, it's again artificial, if that makes sense. Whereas with what Malik is doing, he feels fucking crazy. He looks off. He looks like he doesn't fit in. The camera work again adds to that. The awkward shots that don't like line up with what I should be seeing. It's fantastic. It's genuinely fantastic. And let me tell you what. Again, I feel like obviously I would feel like Tyrell is going to get the head position at E Corp. And it's one of the things the sort of real quick before I get into Tyrell, one of the negatives of sort of watching these ahead of time before they're scheduled, and it's just not it's not viable to, you know what I mean, watch and edit the video every week for every upload, so I have to do it in bulk a little bit. But some of like my most basic questions, if that makes sense, or like would be answered in a heartbeat the minute the video comes out, but because it's a couple weeks or, you know, a week, couple days before the video comes out, my question isn't answered until then. But I'll ask it one more time just in case no one answers me on the second video. The Evil Corp part. When people say Evil Corp, I would assume that is Elliot imagining that, because it's not called Evil Corp. There's no way that the biggest fucking corporation in the world is called Evil Corp. That goes against everything that fucking would get you goodwill with people in the world. So it's called E Corp, but anytime someone says E Corp, he sort of inserts the evil in, I would assume. But going back to Tyrell, I thought that was a fan-fucking-tastic episode at really introducing him. As like I was saying, I feel like he's going to get the job. I feel like he's going to, obviously, if not be the entire series antagonist, if at bare minimum the season 1 antagonist. He is so, and again, I don't know how to explain this, but he's so modern in the sense of, I feel like if you were watching a show like, you know what I mean, 20 or 30 years ago, or a movie, like the villains are always like this, you know, big buff, you know what I mean? Not like they rule through power and all that. This guy, he's sort of, you know what I mean, like he looks like a little e-boy, and he is sort of you know, having sex to sort of gain ranks and gain information and manipulate people, and I genuinely love that. And then that opening scene was 10 out of 10 for me. That, like, the visual of a, you know, a big company guy in a suit paying a homeless guy to beat his ass is so despicable. It's such high on the levels of despicability. I'm making up words and shit. That it's amazing. That was an amazing scene. The acting has been incredible. The fucking Swedish is I don't know how to say this, and no offense. I mean this is a compliment to Swedish people, if there are any Swedish people watching. I've rarely heard Swedish, but Swedish, especially when said by someone who looks like that, is one of the languages that, like, I immediately go, oh my god, that's evil. I don't know if that makes any sense, and I'm not like, it's obviously mostly due to the actor sort of playing this role, but like the minute he starts looking devious and starts speaking Swedish, I'm like, damn, that motherfucker's evil. I don't know why. But he's been fantastic as well so far. This entire show, Angela, someone like Angela, too, I'm really liking, and I feel like something like this. I'm sure at some point she'll sort of be dragged, not, you know what I mean, into this sort of hacking world that Elliot is in. I would assume. I don't think she's going to be on the outskirts the entirety of the show, but I think it's necessary for a show like this to have those sort of normal plots, to sort of showcase Elliot's life. Like, his life isn't, especially right now, just hacking. It's, you know what I mean, he has friends, or at least one friend. He interacts with people on the outside, and I think it's very important to keep up with them. I fucking hate Ollie with all of my goddamn might, with all of my soul, with all my core. I hate this motherfucker. I want him to die. Some have said I want him to be tortured, maybe. He's and Angela, you can't fucking fall into that shit. You're being manipulated. Like, I will say, giving props to Ollie, I do actually really fucking respect him for telling Angela that. And it's one of those things I don't really understand. Like, I don't know if there's any way to get her information back, or like, can you like freeze your accounts, or like talk to the FBI, or like how does that work? What happens if you get your social security number taken? Like, do you get a new one? I don't know, guys. I do not know. But like, I don't know. I just wish. Obviously, they're in a sticky situation, but I probably, out of anything that's happened in the show so far and anything that's going to happen, the thing that I want most right now is for Angela to leave this motherfucker. Like, that's how much I hate Ollie. So much. So much. I find it interesting. Some of my all-time favorite shows, like, probably have my most hated characters, if that makes any sense. I think of something like Lost. Lost is my favorite live-action show of all time. And it's got like fucking 7 out of my most hated top 15 list. Breaking Bad has Marie, which, like, Skylar, love Skylar, hate Marie so much. And it's fantastic. Something about that, and I feel like they're characters that you're supposed to hate. But what are you gonna do? I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Again, I'm in for the ride. I want more. I want so much more. So I will see you guys next week. I've got the full length on Patreon. Please check it out if you're interested. As well as I've got a couple episodes ahead. At this point, again, check the comments. I'll have the exact episode I'm on, but I might even be a full season ahead if you're interested. Please like, subscribe, comment, please, and really the subscribe part, it would really help me out. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good one.